Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
This is Autoline Daily for July 27, 2010, and now the news. And boy, is there a lot of news about electric cars. GM is going to officially announce the price of the Chevrolet Volt today. Bloomberg reports that it's going to cost about $40,000, which is exactly what GM told us it would cost several years ago. We've also learned that GM is going to start selling the Volt in China, along with an electric version of the Chevrolet Sail and a hybrid version of the Buick LaCrosse. Meanwhile, in Europe, the French newspaper Le Figaro reports that Renault announced the price of its electric car, the Zoe, which will cost just under 15,000 euros or just under $20,000. That includes a 5,000 euro credit, and customers will have to pay 100 euros a month to rent the battery. Even so, that gives it about the same price as a Renault Clio with a diesel engine. And sticking with the EV news in Europe for the moment, Porsche announced it is definitely going to come out with an all-electric sports car. It's going to build 3 electric Boxsters to start developing the technology, but Porsche does not say if the Boxster is the EV that it's going to put into production. And now we switch from EVs to hybrids. Toyota says it's not going to build any Priuses in the United States until 2016 at the earliest. Reuters reports that the Prius will probably be built in the U.S. when the car gets remodeled. So it sounds like it's not going to get remodeled for another 6 years. Toyota built a new assembly plant in Mississippi ostensibly to make the Prius. Instead, it will make Corollas, which is where Toyota moved production of that car after it closed the NUMMI plant in California. Toyota says it wants the U.S. car market to recover before it produces the Prius in the U.S., but sales of the Prius are up 18% this year in the U.S. Sounds to me like Toyota is hedging its bet on hybrids, what with all these electric cars about to hit the market. Hyundai revealed the new Avante in South Korea, which is known as the Elantra in the U.S. market. It's the best-selling model in the company's lineup worldwide and will be powered by a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder with direct injection and mated to a 6-speed automatic, which was developed completely in-house by Hyundai. Fuel economy is about 39 miles per gallon or 6.1 liters per 100 kilometers. And there are features available that you would not expect in a vehicle this size, like parallel park assist, heated rear seats, and HID headlamps. The Avante goes on sale next week in South Korea. Siemens announced that Chrysler will use its PLM software for product design and development for its vehicles. Chrysler had been using part of its software since 2008 and now will use a more comprehensive version known as NX to develop vehicles. Prior to using Siemens PLM software, which is what Fiat uses, Chrysler worked with CATIA. Ford CEO Alan Mulally revealed that the company plans to sell all of its models in China. According to Gasgoo, Mulally said Ford is working on growing its operations in China in order to bring its vehicles to the country as quickly as possible. This includes the new Explorer, which Mulally said will be in China next year. The current model is already sold in that country. And sticking with the Explorer news for the moment, the Detroit Free Press reports that the base price will start at just under $29,000, about $1,000 less than the previous Explorer. Coming up next, we'll take a look at how Saab is manufacturing the new car that is going to make or break the company.
Introducing Bridgestone's 3rd generation of run-flat tires with groundbreaking new Bridgestone technologies. Bridgestone run-flat tires offer improved ride comfort, lower rolling resistance, and improved wear while giving you the peace of mind and comfort you need.
The new Saab 9.5 is a critical car for the company. If it does not do well, there will be no second chance. Isaac Bouchard files this story from Sweden about how the car will be manufactured.
1 year ago, Saab was withering away on the GM vine. But now, only 12 short months later, things are in bloom in Sweden. And thanks to Victor Muller and the new 9.5, Saab looks set to grow, both here and around the world.
Just a couple of years after the end of World War II,
The Saab factory in Trollhättan began producing the iconic cars that have defined the company's brand image since 1949. Everything from the first sedans and wagons, to the sporty Sonnet, to the classic 900 series have rolled off these lines. And now they're joined by perhaps the most important car for Saab in decades, the all-new 9.5. For a unique look at this latest Saab, the company took Autoline on a special behind-the-scenes tour of the construction for its new flagship, starting in the body shop with its 5-step stamping process. One of the first tangible results of this 5-stage process can be seen here in the hood for the new 9.5. From here, all the stamped steel panels are turned into what starts to resemble a car. As the frame works its way through the welding and then the rest of general assembly, it takes a brief stop in the paint shop to apply one of the 7 colors in the 9.5 palette. As the line continues to roll, with not only 9.3s mixed in, but both left and right-hand vehicles as well, the frame and the chassis of the 9.5 are married. The interior is installed, and the vehicles start to queue up for a trip, either just down the street to the world's largest Saab dealer here in Trollhättan, or around the globe to one of Saab's 200-plus other dealerships. This 9.5 is Saab's first new flagship in almost 13 years. It's also their first car as an independent company. Most important, it represents Saab's future and Saab's survival. Here in Trollhättan, Sweden, I'm Isaac Bouchard for Autoline Daily.
Thanks for that report, Isaac. And that is the top news in today's global automotive industry. Please join us tomorrow for the next update on Autoline Daily.